my friends, and welcome to Reading on the Rock here at Covenant United Methodist Church. I'm Reverend Ann Kemper, pastor here at Covenant. And tonight we're going to continue our series of favorite children's stories. Maybe it's a favorite story someone heard as a child or read in school. Covenant places a high priority on children's literacy and on finding ways God appears to us in simple ways, even within the pages of a children's book. I know you are going to enjoy tonight's story. I'm with Kathi Salico this evening, and she is going to read one of her favorite books. So, Kathi, what are you going to read to us tonight?
Tonight I'm going to read Tacky the Penguin, and as you can see, Tacky's dressed a little weird being a penguin.
Oh.
He's just an odd bird,
Oh.
but a lovable bird.
Oh, how cute. Who wrote that story?
This was by Helen Lester, and the publisher is the Trumpet Club Special Edition.
Oh, interesting. Well, let's hear about Tacky.
The book we're going to be reading this evening is Tacky the Penguin, and this is Tacky. There once lived a penguin. His home was a nice, icy land he shared with his companions. His companions were named Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect. His name was Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird. Every day, Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect greeted each other quietly and politely, like, "Hello, how do you do?" Tacky greeted them with a heavy slap on the back and a loud, "Hey, what's happening?" Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect always marched 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tacky always marched 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 6, 0, 2.5, 0. His companions were graceful divers. Tacky liked to do splashy cannonballs. Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect always sang pretty songs like Sunrise on the Iceberg. Tacky always sang songs like How Many Toes Does a Fish Have? Tacky was an odd bird. One day, the penguins heard the thump, thump, thump of feet in the distance. This could only mean one thing. Hunters were coming. They came with their maps and traps and rocks and locks, and they were rough and tough. And the thump, thump, thump drew closer. The penguins could hear the growly voices chanting, "We're gonna catch some pretty penguins and we'll march 'em with a switch. And we'll sell 'em for $1 and get rich, rich, rich." Uh-oh. Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect ran away in a fright, and they hid behind a big block of ice. See them there peeking out? Tacky stood alone. The hunters marched right up to him, chanting, "We're gonna catch some pretty penguins and we'll march 'em with a switch. And we'll sell 'em for $1 and get rich, rich, rich." Uh-oh. "What's happening?" blared Tacky, giving one hunter an especially hard slap on the back. They growled, "We're hunting for penguins. That's what's happening." "Penguins?" penguins, said Tacky. Do you mean those birds that march neatly in a row? And then he marched 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 6, 0, 2.5, 0. The hunters looked puzzled. That's not what they were looking for. Do you mean those birds that dive so gracefully? Tacky asked. And then he did a splashy cannonball. The hunters looked all wet. Do you mean those birds that sing such pretty songs? And Tacky began to sing. And from behind the block of ice came the voices of his companions, all singing as loudly and as dreadfully as they could. How many toes does a fish have? And how many wings on a cow? I wonder, yup, I wonder. The hunters could not stand the horrible singing. This could not be the land of the pretty penguins. They ran away with their hands clasped tightly over their ears, leaving behind their maps and traps and rocks and locks, and not looking at all rough and tough. Goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, and perfect hugged Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird, but a very nice bird to have around. And that's the end of our story, Tacky the Penguin. Hope you enjoyed it.
Kathy, that was fabulous.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh my gosh, that's a great story.
One of my favorites.
I love Tacky. I like how, the least of the penguins turned out to be.
Absolutely, he saved the whole crew. And it shows us that, I don't think God made us with cookie cutters.
Yes.
So we're not all the same. And some children might like to, ride bikes, and another one might like to rollerblade or scooter, and that's okay. It's all right to be an individual. In fact, it's good.
Yes.
Because look what he did.
Well, thank you so much. That was awesome. And I can definitely find God in the pages of that book.
He's there. Tacky was an odd bird, but a good bird.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Would you please pray with me? Storytelling God, thank you for the gift of good books and meaningful lessons. Help us to find you in the pages of our favorite stories. Amen. Thank you for joining us for Reading on the Rock. Good night.
Reading on the Rock is presented by Covenant United Methodist Church in Rochester, New York. If you like Reading on the Rock, please give a donation on our website, covenantroc.org.